Hi, this is the movie wrap up for April part 2, and it's gonna be kind of short, so bear with me. I've watched all 4 of these. The 4-movie Thrills and Chills collection volume. Is that volume 1, people? I mean, I can't read it right. Is that volume 1? Because it looks like volume 1 or volume 7. I mean, they should just put 1. That number 1 is bad, if that's it. Okay, out of all these, my favorites is, if you don't know, and I kind of like this, but that was kind of sad and kind of twisted. I'll explain later. But my favorite is like this one definitely. I liked part 2 a little bit. That's semi my favorite. I like these two. These two are my absolute favorites though. The aftermath of Michael Myers' rampage is seen through the eyes of his sister. You know, if I didn't mention the dates on the other two, I couldn't find it, so forgive me, on my other video. But this was made, Halloween 2, was made in 2009. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was made in 1994. Robert De Niro heads a stellar cast in this electrifying recreation of the story of a young doctor whose obsession with death leads him to create a new life. 2 new lives. Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder star in the torture tale of a charismatic vampire based on the story of the Prince of Darkness. It was made in 1992. Underworld. Underneath the city streets, amid the labyrinth of subway tunnels and gothic ruins, vampires and lycans are embroiled in an all-out war that has been going on for centuries. Made in 2003. I'm not going to go too much into the Halloween 2. It's just basically like a year later type thing from part 1. It actually makes better sense than the other one a little bit. Part 2 to the old one. No, I gotta be honest. Part 2 on the old one's pretty good too. I just can't find the one that I like. The part 2 to the old one. There's just one scene where at the very end that boy pops up. I think it's just off of the TV. I can't find it any other way. They actually made a DVD. If you guys know of a DVD of the Halloween 2, the old one, where that boy ends up the boy who slumped over in the car, because he slips and falls and hits his head, and because of the blood. If he pops up at the very end of it. Like he's laying down beside her, he pops up. Can you tell me if that actually was on DVD or VHS at any time? And if it was, you show me or whatever edition that it was. Because I've been wanting that for a very long time. It was okay. I mean, it's like a year later. She makes new friends, but they end up dying too. So, and she becomes cuckoo, basically. In a way, she becomes the new him. In a way. Frankenstein. Oh, Frankenstein. Yeah, the girl and the guy on the cover kissing. I guess you could say. Please don't take this the wrong way. The girl's adopted by his mother and father, so in a way, it's his adopted sister. They end up falling in love, getting married, and in a certain scene, he says, brother and sister, no more, now husband and wife, and they just go at it. But I feel so bad for them, so very, very bad, because he ends up bringing her back, and it just like, I don't know, I just feel so bad. Can't go into too much detail on it. If you ever read the story, you know what that movie's about. Except the little twist of just what I told you. Bram Stoker's Dracula, I already told you bunches about that. It's just about Dracula and Lucy and, oh no. Winona Ryder character's name, what is her name? Mary? Oh no, I can't remember. Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder. Always got a tongue twister with her name. Character's name. Falling in love with Dracula, basically. I mean, even though she's engaged with Jonathan, she falls in love with Dracula. She wants to be like him and everything. But Dracula ends up dying, and he's saying, "Free me," and she just... That's sad a little too, but sweet, bitter sadness in a way. She stabs this thing through him, I think. Or she stabs that thing further through him. And then cuts his... Oh, spoiler, I'm sorry, I meant to say spoiler. I'm going to be spoiling this a lot, sorry. She stabs that thing through him, and then further through him, and then cuts his head off. She doesn't want to. And then she sees the painting up there. It's pretty much saying Dracula's been forgiven, that he's went to heaven with his wife. Underworld, everybody knows what that movie's about. It's just about this vampire girl, Selene, who's like a death dealer who kills werewolves. Ends up falling in love with this boy, newly turned werewolf. And she ends up figuring out what the war was all about between them. I actually feel bad for Lucian. Lucian was my favorite character. I wish he did not get killed. And I can't wait for them to make another one. I don't know if any one of these had some special features. Can't remember. The only problem I had with this is it's just like they're all stacked up on top of each other. I mean, literally, like, see, they're all stacked. I hate that. The only reason Dracula's up on top, my favorite. I put all my favorites on top. I then watched Lethal Weapon. I knew I had more Mel Gibson somewhere. I hope I can tell you when this was made. 1987. With over 7 minutes of previously unavailable scene, the director's cut of Lethal Weapon. Oh yeah, director's cut. Sorry. Lethal Weapon is a long overdue present for fans. Riggs' solitary home life and the tragic loss spurring him to a reckless disregard for his own safety now come into greater focus. We see that recklessness in new scenes underlining the differences between the two cops. Murtaugh, just 50, needs reassurance about his skills at a firing range. Riggs, not caring if he sees another birthday, coolly walks into a schoolyard sniper field of fire. All the humor and adrenaline that made this original and entertainment milestone are here too. No scenes have been removed, but new action and new insight are now included. Include yourself in the excitement. Yeah, I know that I gotta be honest, I wonder what would have happened if them two would have ended up together. You know, that guy's daughter and him. I wonder what would have happened. Maybe nothing good. Trailer. I think it's it. That's all I have on here is trailer. Watched Hot Chick. The hottest chick in town just switched bodies with the luckiest loser in the world. The hilarious Rob Schneider has been a gigolo, he's been an animal, and now a curse will make him something he's never been before, a woman. Jessica Spencer is the hottest, most popular girl in high school, but she gets a big dose of reality when she wakes up in the body of a 30-something-year-old low-life male and quickly discovers that trading on your looks isn't so easy when you're a girl who constantly needs to shave. How in the world can Jessica convince her friends it's really her, and how can she change herself back into a teenage girl? The Hot Chick is a wild and wacky gender-bending comedy everyone can enjoy, no matter what sex you are. Deleted scenes, an alternate ending, Hot Chick yearbook, behind-the-scenes featurette, commentary, music video, Starlight. I bet you I cannot tell you when this was made, though. Sorry, I can't tell you when this was made. Okay, on to the movies that I borrowed, and both of these are from my sister Crystal. Still have not gotten around to watching. I borrowed The Gallows. I haven't gotten around to watching it. Let me see. I borrowed The Gallows from Crystal. I haven't watched them yet. The Devil's Backbone from Crystal. And I think that's all I borrowed from Crystal. And then I borrowed Amityville 2 from Doug, because I think that's the one that I haven't gotten around to watching. I could be wrong. But anyways, on to the movies I borrowed from Crystal, and I watched them. Young Frankenstein. The funniest comedy of all time. This was originally Valerie's, but Valerie gave it to Crystal. This was made in... Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, this edition. There we go. For very minute, I was like, oh yeah, 2006. No, it was made in 1974. Mel Brooks' monstrously crazed tribute to Mary Shelley's classic pokes hilarious fun at just about every Frankenstein movie ever made. Summoned by will to his late grandfather's castle in Transylvania, young Dr. Frankenstein, or Frankenstein, or Frankenstein. It's weird. At first he continuously says Frankenstein or something like that, and then at a certain point he's like, it's Frankenstein! He finally admits to it. Soon discovers the scientist's step-by-step manual explaining how to bring a corpse to life. Assisted by the hunchback Igor and the curious Inga, he creates a monster who only wants to be loved. Yeah, that is really his fiancée. She ends up falling in love with the creature and becoming the bride of Frankenstein, literal. And she ends up falling in love with him, and they get married, basically. Special features. Commentary, documentary, interview with the star, 7 deleted scenes, outtakes and bloopers, and production stills. It follows. I am so sorry. I love this movie, but I have something against it. Basically, I don't know. At the very end, I'm confused. At the end, is it over? Or is that person walking behind them another one? It's confusing me. She loses, I think she was a virgin when she, no. Okay, from what I get it, she slept with this one dude, and then she ends up, I don't know, just let me read this. For 19-year-old Jay, fall should be about schoolboys and weekends out at the lake. But after a seemingly innocent sexual encounter, she finds herself plagued by strange visions and an inescapable sense of that someone or something is following her. Jay and her teenage friends must now find a way to escape the horrors that seem to be only a few steps behind in this critically acclaimed chiller that Bloody Disgusting calls the scariest movie of 2015. Basically, I just told you when it was made, 2015. Basically, I'm trying to remember here. She ends up sleeping with 3 boys just to get rid of it. She never can. She ends up sleeping with the first boy who ends up giving it to her. Then she sleeps with one of her best friends, I guess you could say. And then she sleeps with the boy who really, really did love her. The other boy who just slept with her to try to help her. But, the one that the last boy she sleeps with, ends up just wanting to do it because he actually does love her, and then he wants to see what she's been seeing. And, I'm just wondering, what happened. Commentary, a conversation with film composer, disaster piece, theatrical trailer, and poster gallery. I watched. Just anybody tell me about that movie It Follows. Is it over or are they going to make a part 2? Can anybody tell me? Because I can't get into that too much. Semi-liked it though. I mean, just icky about it. Yeah, I know a scan started. That's what it said. Scheduled scan started. I could care less. Get off. Thank you. Stop. But that's it, everybody. So bye. If I happen to order anything, I will tell you guys what I've ordered.